So we have the constraint, it's not ideal, but then we're able to function by collaborating with these other organizations. Continuing around to 97, 85, they started out with a Space in a barn, and that was also Tier 1 funding in operation. In the Markham area, we also have the recent emergence of West Coast Products that have set up an office there. Have any of you been in touch with West Coast Products?
So that would be an Alta 4 thing for our area?
Yes.
Of course,
Oh,
yeah.
But they are in Montreal, not in.
Yeah, they're not technically, it's Markham, but it's not.
But they're now in North York, but they're looking at.
They're looking
Oh,
at,
they are moving?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I didn't even know where their current office was, because they're talking about the future when I speak with them.
That's
I met them at the World
yeah.
Championship. So they're looking at getting a space in Markham. And the concept in California, like where does 4414 come from? Well, they operate out of the warehouse of West Coast Products.
I think that'll be
Oh.
1323.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, so
Yeah.
that's more of an Alta 4
Yeah.
Shift. Do you
thing.
want me to?
Shift is building
Yeah.
out. So like, we talked with some of my profs. They're going to probably move into a warehouse that is fully in Markham instead of a field there. But it
Yeah.
appears they're probably going to be doing it with Alt F4, and that is potentially going to be an issue because when the Cronut barn was a thing,
Yeah.
we had Alt F4 kind of deny teams entry for one reason or another.
Hold on. This is politics, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
The important thing is they're trying to get a field going, and Markham, God knows, needs another field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We'll take anything we can
Yeah.
get, we'll take anything we can get.
London
Please.
would love it, field, we don't think we have any fields
Right.
based in London, and we've got lots of teams up there, it's crazy.
And this is the difficult dynamic right here. When there's large amount of money involved, it can be difficult because they need people to support that money to have that space. That barn in Stouffville was,
Yeah.
I don't know the cost, but I know whatever the cost was, it's astronomical.
So the thing with Markham politics is you kind of have to have the politics. We have our never-ending issue with CSA versus caution. At the end of the day, we're next for like. China doesn't do FRC. China does next. There's the concept of you buy a Chinese robot, ship it in a crate to Canada,
Yeah,
and it was built by a sweatshop. Sweatshop. We mean like it was built by a Chinese next team. It was programmed by a Chinese next team. It will win worlds. Wow. So that's the joke. That's the joke. We don't really do FRC in Markham because Vex is very popular. Vex is a thing people know from back home. It was there. It's very popular in China. Extremely popular.
You've got a large Chinese population.
We have a very large Chinese population, and it's just it's easier to do Vex at the end of the day. So they're familiar with Vex. CSA did Vex. CSA still does a little bit of Vex.
but they like it.
Yeah, they like FRC. It is the better community. they still do some Vex because there's the holdovers. Caution tape would be the other one, and because of that like relationship where you have the two big guys with the big budgets, they have to compete. They have to do like they need. If one of them is doing FRC, now that one needs to one them up. So we have our politics, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're progressing.
And that's it, we are progressing. And if you look at the history of FIRST, we didn't start with the full understanding in the community of what cooperation is. It's competition with a slightly different name. But over time, you can see that individuals, teams, and communities that were really competitive are now cooperative. And that takes time. You have to find ways to grow. And then these challenges are the things that will help us to grow. Because the very same people involved in the politics are also expressing that they want to move it forward and benefit as many people as possible. It's just challenging with all the given current
Like at the end of the
economic
day,
and financial.
it's their individual organizations that are
Yeah.
trying to find each other.
Yeah.
They don't care for FRC. They see the dollar sign
Yeah.
at the end of the day. So Baby Glen is a school. Baby Glen needs money. Your money, not very useful if your kid is going to CSA. You're not going to join the Baby Glen FRC team if you're not in the CSA FRC team.
Yeah.
So that's the politics. It's all at the end of the day like business. So there's no hard feelings. This happens. That's our issue. It really isn't an issue, but it's a thing.
So I'll just continue a little bit for a few more examples. We've already heard the Oakville examples and the Burlington BCL orbit. 1325, one of the parents somewhere knew someone who had an infinite warehouse, not infinite funds, but an infinite warehouse. Been to the warehouse, you need binoculars to see the other side.
Oh, it's like the back rooms?
Pardon?
It's like the back rooms?
It is the back rooms.
Yeah.
It is like, it's just so big. And
Yeah.
so they just take a tiny corner of this massive infinite warehouse and they have a full FRC field. That's not tiny, is it? Compared to that warehouse, it's
Their
negligible.
warehouse is 2 FRC fields tall.
It is just really.
Saw a lot of pictures, like close up of the field. It's like, oh, that looks like a nice field. And then I saw
No,
one
if
backed
you-
up, and you see like
Warehouse is
many
cool.
FRC fields away. There's shelving units.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a warehouse.
Yeah.
They have little buggies.
Yeah.
Because they're the aircraft warehouse, they have like little buggies and then the scan cards and holy crap, it's huge.
So
Is it like the Austin Powers machine to like go between the
I
warehouse?
wish. I mean, you could probably.
I will just share one more anecdote from London. Brose is a company that supports 2 teams locally, which is 3739 and 3756, and they offer them sponsorship. They invited us as First Robotics Canada to just tour their facility last year, as one of their employees is a judge in our FRC competitions. So we went down there and we took a look at what happened. Well, Brosa, 2/3 of their operations got shifted somewhere else in the USA or Mexico. So that's another infinite warehouse, which is empty, and you still need binoculars to see the other side. They have a massive stamping operation in one part of the building. And you could have 10 FRC practice fields in there, and there would still be way more space than you would need. So I actually politely asked them about that. Well, what about that? And they said, oh, sorry, they just sold the building and we're moving. So that, they would have been willing and
Yeah.
fully on board. And I think there would have been a way to do it. And you could have been a half kilometer away from any dangerous equipment and just tell people, you follow these red lines on the floor and you only stay in this area. We could have had a full practice field in there for the London area. There have had one in a Thames Valley school in the past. I'm not sure what the status of that one is this year. So maybe I'll just continue around and let everyone contribute to the conversation, and we hear from the Windsor area and Hayden.
I don't know too much about where we have fields and whatnot. I know a couple teams in Windsor work out of Centerline. I think that practice field. I know this year there were some troubles with that, but
That's a challenge. Economics
Right.
have been an issue for Central.
and then I think I mentioned earlier at St. Clair College in Windsor, we had, I think it was a quarter field setup that we were using. However, I don't think we have that for next year, so I'm not sure what we'll be doing from there, but pretty much it.
Yeah, I might be an outsider.
No, you're with us.
So, our team is working out from the school itself, so we have the space and, available to us, so it's completely contrasting story. But anyways, I am new to this program and I have not heard enough stories, and then this is a huge new reality for me when I see that communities are building up from scratch, and then many other teams are working together and they are helping out each other.
Where does
Yeah, it's-
58, 70 like practice? Do they have a practice area at the school?
Yeah, so they build out practice, props and everything, and they set it up in the lobby, and then they pull it down.
The lobby.
I'm gonna suggest that to the school.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll get us some practice area faster.
Yeah, that would be good.
Move the couches, we're gonna start firing.
Exactly.
So yeah, the only downside of it is that every time we are practicing, the students have to roll down the carpets and then roll it back up and then move the steps out. But they have enough considerable amount of students showing up into the program, so we have enough science here.
Sorry, what was the question, Ron?
I think we're just contributing to the conversation about how teams are being sustainable through finding space and supporting each other with resources and finances and all of that. Just based on our introductions.
Well, I'm not currently with the team. 3739 is very local and they're well supported at the school, they're doing fine. But I do know that there's a ton of teams in London and they struggle, and I'm all the time thinking of, it would be great if we could get back to Western University and have a Western event.
That is not even our choice.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, it's a big drag, because that was really good in my opinion. Of course, it's local, it's like 10 minutes from the house, so that would be great. But I think that there are so many companies, and I'm sure it's across all the province, that are struggling right now. And I think that there's a whole lot of them that would benefit from having a connection with a team. I know my husband's a Rotarian. I know that a lot of robots, I see it all the time when I'm looking at the matches and stuff, because I watch them all. And you see the Rotary logo on so many of the robots. And as a person who's familiar with that logo, we see it. Right? I think that there's opportunity for other companies to see their logo on tons of robots, and then everybody sort of starts connecting it. Anybody who's involved in that company go, oh hey, I'm just going to say Coca-Cola just for a lack of an example, but if you saw the Coca-Cola logo on a bunch of robots, you'd be like, oh hey, I work for Coca-Cola. So I think there's an opportunity there for big companies to sponsor teams and get their logos out there. And it doesn't even have to be big